sannyas. It is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dressed very nicely. He's not dressed like a sannyasi. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to be dressed in a very wonderful way. Before accepting sannyas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's hairs were very curly hairs, especially where when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's hairs were cut, all were crying. But uh, that's also the Leela. What is that Leela? Once it so happened, Radharani she is waiting for Krishna to come. And Krishna had gone to Chandravali's place. 2 days, 3 days, Radharani is just waiting, and Radharani is so upset. And she's crying, and Lalita Sakhi, who is the most dearest friend of Radharani, she cannot see her friend crying. It is said she is also the guru of Radharani. She cannot see the friend crying. So Lalita Devi, when she's waiting when Krishna is going to come, I'm going to now shout at him. She doesn't open the door when Krishna comes. Radharani says, open. She says, no, no, no. Now be strict. Because of your leniency, only Krishna is doing all these things. Then after some time, long time, you can say after a long time, Lalita Devi opens the door and she says, you are a cheater. Here, Radharani is waiting for you. She has so much of love for you, and you don't have any concern for her. The day will come when you will also cry for her. You will cry, you will roam on the streets. You have so much of pride of your curly hairs. The day will come when you have to shave your head. You will be just wandering like a mendicant, just to prove the words of Lalita. Krishna appeared in the mood of Radharani to understand the depth of her love. The depth of her love, how much she suffers or has the pain in separation from Krishna. That is how he appears in the mood of Srimati Radharani, golden yellow color. In another place, there is an instance which has been said that how Radharani every day goes to cook for Krishna. And Yashoda is so pleased with Radharani that she always desires that Radharani should marry Krishna. But in this Leela, it is Parakiya Bhavarasa, so that cannot happen. But somehow, Yashoda Mata says, I will color your hands with yellow color. She applied the turmeric in the hands of Radharani, accepted her as the Vadhu. Radharani is small and she feels very shy how she's going to go home. Everybody are going to say, because it's unofficially accepted Bahu. Unofficially. So what she does is, there is a talab in Vrindavan, Pilapukur. In the Vrajmandal, you have this talab, Pilapukur. She goes and washes the hand, and the whole talab becomes yellow. And here Krishna is searching Radharani, where is she? And he just passes through the talab. And he feels like to take bath in the pond. When he takes bath in the pond, when he comes out of the pond, he's golden yellow color. And that is Chaitanya. So in this way, how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has got this golden yellow color, how he has taken the mood of Shrimati Radharani, why is he crying, why that feel of separation he is experiencing, and all these things have been given. So sannyas pastimes is a very, very pathetic pastime, really for the devotees, especially the devotees of Nadia. There is a place where they say, oh, you don't have any heart, you're so merciless. You have left us and gone, you have taken sannyas. Here Vishnu Priya is crying, Sachimata is crying, all the Navadip, Nadia devotees are crying. You don't have any heart, you are so merciless. So here, मध्यखंडे सर्वजीव उद्धार कारुणे संन्यास करिते प्रभु करिलागमने. The Madhyakhanda Lord leaves home and accepts sannyas to deliver the living entities. There are 4 social orders in the life of a living entity. Among them, the highest is the order of sannyas. People of the other orders naturally take instructions from the sannyasis, and as a result, they achieve freedom from the bondage of material life. Because Sri Gaurasundar accepted the sannyas order of life, all living entities attain liberation from the respective statuses. As stated in the Chaitanya Chandramrita, now the Lord Chaitanya Chandra has revealed the path of pure devotional service. The materialists have given up talking about their wives, children, and material affairs. The scholars have given up debating the scriptures. The yogis have given up the trouble to control their greed. The ascetics have given up their austerities, and the impersonalists have given up their impersonalism. Now there is only the sweetness of pure devotional service. So this is all the transformation which happened in Nadia Navdeepa, practically around the whole world. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas, all these things happened. That when people wanted to know about Lord, they are doing various techniques to know about the absolute truth, about the absolute Brahman. So for that they take so much of trouble, they debate with each other, yogis, jnanis, and there are karmis who are interested in their fruitive activities. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas and revealed the transcendental knowledge, they gave up their misleading path. You can say that it's a misleading path. Maybe a yogi or a jnani, they don't know what is the real path. The real path is to attain Krishna. कीर्तन करियादि अवधि संन्यासः येयि हैते कहि मध्य खंडेरविलास. So the pastimes of the Madhya Khanda begins with Lord's Kirtan and ends with acceptance of sannyasa. So after getting initiated from Ishwarapuri, when he comes back from Gaya, everybody is very much surprised that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is to exhibit the scholarly pastimes, now how is it that he is just absorbed in the holy name and is only speaking about the pure devotional service? If nothing, is not talking anything else. He's just performing some kirtan. Everyone were surprised, but devotees were waiting for this opportunity. Devotees actually were praying to Lord that when Lord is going to exhibit his real form, because the purpose of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance, why Krishna appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the purpose, external purpose, there is internal purpose, there is an external reason. So the external reason is to spread the holy name of Lord. So when is he going to give to us? When is he going to show his Mahaprakasha pastimes? So in this way, Madhya Khanda starts with Lord taking up Sankirtan moment, and it ends with Lord accepting sannyasa. Madhya Khande aiche ar kata kori lila Vedavyasa Varnivena Hase Sakala Kila. In Madhya Khanda, there are millions of other pastimes that will be described in the future by Srila Vyasadeva. After hearing from Ishwarpuri, the Lord inaugurates the congregational chanting of the holy name. These pastimes, up to his acceptance of sannyas and leaving Navdeepa, are described in the Madhya Khanda. So here synopsis of every book has been given. What is there in Adikanda? What is there in Madhya Khanda? What are the pastimes to be discussed in the Antakhanda that has been given. So after taking initiation from Ishwarpuri, this technically initiation from Ishwarpuri, but actually Vrindavan Das Thakur says after bestowing mercy onto Ishwarpuri by accepting him as the spiritual master, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu starts the congregation chanting of the holy name. These pastimes up to his acceptance of sannyas, leaving Navdeepa, are described in the Madhya Khanda. The Lord has unlimited pastimes apart from those described in this book. Srila Vyasadeva will describe those pastimes in the future, but if one wants to create imaginary pastimes of the Lord that are mixed with rasabhasa and opposing Shastri conclusions, this is offensive and must be rejected by the followers of Vyasadeva. So rasabhasa means here Lord has appeared in the mood of Radharani. Radharani is enjoyed by Krishna. So Krishna is enjoyer, Radharani is enjoyed by Krishna. So if somebody says Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the enjoyer, there is a rasabhasa. Though he is Krishna, no doubt, but now what is his rasa? What is the rasa which he is taking? The rasa which he is relishing is how Radharani is experiencing that enjoyment. That is why he is taking the mood of Srimati Radharani to experience the greatness of her love. How much Radharani loves him, to experience that greatness of love. And also he wants to experience what is the sweetness in him that Radharani is relishing. And how is that she is enjoying more than me? Because it said, enjoyer should enjoy or experience the enjoyment more than the one who is serving. But it is an experience. You see somebody comes to your house, you are serving him, you experience more happiness, isn't it? In the same way, one who is accepting the service that is Krishna is not experiencing that great amount of happiness than Srimati Radharani, who is serving, who is taking all the efforts to serve Krishna. Then what is there in me that Radharani is enjoying and also experiencing that bliss? I want to know that. And she is so beautiful. She is beautiful more than me also. She is Gaura Varna. I am blackish. I'm just Sham Varna. She is Gaura Varna. Then she is more beautiful, but then she's experiencing the bliss in enjoying with my bliss in me. She's experiencing the bliss in seeing my form. That means she's experiencing the beauty of mine. I want to understand what beauty I have. So in this way, without taking the mood of Radharani, he can never understand. So technically, if you say Krishna is experiencing his own beauty, Krishna is experiencing his own unlimited qualities. That is why Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishnam Sangopangastra Parshadam Yakyahi Sankirtana Prayar Yajantihi Sumedasa. This is the verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the proof of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance, where very clearly it has been said, Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishnam. Krishnam. Krishnam means he has not appeared in Shamvarna. Krishna. Krishna, one of the name of Krishna is, meaning of Krishna is blackish blue color. He has not appeared in this blackish blue color. Krishnam. Krishna. He has not appeared in the blackish blue color. Why he has appeared? He has appeared for Krishna Varanam Varanayati. Varanayati means to describe his own name. Krishna Varanam Tisha Krishnam. And how he has come? Along with all his Parshada Sango, Pangastra Parshadam, Lalita Saki, Vishasaki, Ramandray, Sarup Damodar, and all his closest Parshadas, the Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Srivas, Gadadhar Pandit. So in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has appeared along with Balaram, along with Lord Shiva, Shambhu, Sadashiv, along with Sadashiv, along with Narada, along with all the devotees. So in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has appeared. Purpose is Yajna Sankirtana Prayar. He has appeared to inaugurate the holy name. Before that also, people used to chant, no doubt. But emphasis on the chanting of the holy name to be the means of deliverance of the people of Kali Yuga has not been emphasized anywhere. So Kali Yuga has started. Now the Yugantara is going on from one Yuga to another Yuga. From Dwapar Yuga, now we have entered Kali Yuga. Sometimes people say Ghor Kali Yuga gaya. Nothing. It is now just the Yugantara. From one Yuga to another Yuga we have entered. This is a wonderful days which is going on. And what is that wonderful days? We have the opportunity to chant. Every Yuga has an antidote or a medicine for the deliverance of that particular Yuga. Like in Satyuga, people used to meditate practically for 10,000 years. People used to meditate. And in this way, they used to attain Lord. And in Treta Yuga, for 1,000 years, they used to perform the yajna. And for 1,000 years, if they perform yajna, then they used to attain the Lord. And in Dwapar Yuga, for 100 years, practically, deity worship, Archa Vigraha Sevanam, is to be done very sincerely. That is how Lord is to appear. But in this Kali Yuga, what is the means? The means is, even if a person has chanted for 10 years sincerely Harinam Sankirtan, he will attain Lord. There's a power of chanting. Then who is going to teach that? It is Mahaprabhu. So Lord himself appears to teach. He has given this clue or indication in Bhagavad Gita. Tesham satatiptanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamu payantiti. I will give you the knowledge. But for that, for you, what we have to do, Tesham satatiptanam. Continuously chant the holy name of Krishna. That has been indicated by Krishna. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarvapapebhyo mokshishyami ma shucha. Again, Krishna says, give up all sorts of religiosity or so-called dharma, Kaitava dharma, or so-called path. Surrender to me. But how to do that? Ye yatha mam prapadyante. To the extent he comes to me, I will go to him. Everything has been told by Krishna. But then to teach how to do that, Krishna himself appears. So in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appears to teach the Mahima or the importance of the holy name to be the means of getting delivered from this material world. Sheshakhande Vishwambara Karila Sannyasa Shri Krishna Chaitanya Namatabe Prakasha. Now the synopsis of Antyakhanda has been given. In the Antyakhanda, so Chaitanya Bhagavat is divided into 3 khandas, that is Adi, Madhya, Antya. Antyakhanda is described. In the Antyakhanda, after Vishwambara takes sannyas, he becomes known as Sri Krishna Chaitanya. So Chaitanya is the title which he got when he took up the brahmachari, but then he continued to maintain the word Chaitanya, because when you say brahmachari means he is always in the serving mode, so he continued to maintain this word Chaitanya, and also Chaitanya refers to the life force. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the life force, pranadhana of everyone. Though he got sannyas from Keshav Bharati, but he did not take up the title of Bharati because Keshav Bharati belonged to Mayavad sannyas lineage. And in the Mayavadi sannyasis, when they maintain their name with Puri or Bharati or Giri, the thing what they understand is, now we have become as good as God. Swami, Om Namo Narayana. They will say that I become as good as Narayana if I have taken sannyas. That is the concept. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu intentionally doesn't take the title Bharati. He maintains the name Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sannyas means to give up absorption in material enjoyment, endeavoring for material enjoyment or artificial endeavor for renunciation is known as karma sannyas or jnana sannyas. Although Sriman Mahaprabhu displayed his sannyas pastimes like a jnani, his aim was to perform the activities of a tridandi sannyasi, as mentioned in the 23rd chapter, 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavata. The Lord often chanted the verse Etam sa asthaya, spoken by the Avanti mendicant. This is the evidence of the Lord's service to Mukunda in the guise of a sannyasi. The Lord, who is a supreme teacher of the living entities, did not at all accept the philosophy of aham grahopasana, which results in becoming one with the Lord. The Shikha and Brahman thread are seen in the external appearance of a Tridandi sannyasi. Even today, this Shikha is called Chaitanya Shikha. The sannyasis who keep the Shikha are more dear devotees to Chaitanya Deva than those who do not keep a Shikha. The devotee sannyasis give up activities that are unfavorable in the execution of devotional service. They reject Falgu's Vairagya and accept Yukta Vairagya stated in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Things should be accepted by the Lord's service and not for personal sense gratification. If one accepts something without attachment, accepts it because it is related to Krishna, one's renunciation is called Yukta Vairagya. Prapanchikataya buddhya hari sambandhi vastunaha mumukshvi parityago vairagyam falgu gatyate. When persons eager to achieve liberation renounce things which are related to the Supreme Lord, though they are material, this is called incomplete renunciation. So here about renunciation has been given. Renunciation is one of the wonderful qualities of Krishna. But which renunciation has been emphasized by Lord? It is Yukta Vairagya, not Falgu Vairagya. Falgu Vairagya thinks about giving up everything and running away. But Yukta Vairagya, his intelligence goes in how to connect everything in Krishna's service. Anasaktasya Vishyan, for that he should not have attachment to the material things. Anasaktasya Vishyan, Yatharham Upayunjataha. So what he does? Yatharam Upayunjataha. He uses it in Krishna's service. Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe. Nirbandha. Because of that, Nirbandha. He doesn't have that attachment. He is not bound. Krishna Sambandhe. Everything is for him is nothing but Krishna Sambandhe. Everything, he doesn't see anything separate from Krishna. The moment you see something separate from Krishna, that is the moment you see separate from Krishna, that is Maya. And there the fear comes. Bhaya dviti abhiniveshataha. We have seen that in 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam also. So why that fear comes? Because you see something, any situations or anything separate from Krishna. So Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe Yukta Vairagya Uchate. And who are the Falgu Vairagyas? For them everything is Prapancha. This is Prapancha, that is Prapancha, this is Maya, that is Maya. When a person has this type of attitude, then Hari Sambandhi Vastunaha. When the Hari Sambandhi Vastuna comes, he sees that also as Maya. When Krishna Prasadam comes, he sees that as food. So there is not food. Anything related to Krishna is beyond matter. Mumukshubi parityago. So they are known as Mumukshubi. The one who are always having tarka with tarka applies their mundane materialistic knowledge. So those people, they just have a show off of giving up things, but they are actually Falgu Vairagis. Sheshakande Shunibratu Rashikaraha Mundana Vistara Karila Prabhu Advaita Krandana. Dantalila Advaita Prabhu cries profusely after hearing that Lord has shaved his shikha and hair. So Advaita Prabhu cried because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is looking so beautiful with his curly hairs. Sheshakande Shachi Dukha Akhatya Kathana Chaitanya Prabhavi Savara Rahila Jivana. In Antakhanda, Sachi Devi's lamentation is indescribable, and the devotees remained alive only by Chaitanya's influence. Mother Sachi, Vishnu Priya, and the devotees were able to tolerate the indescribable distress resulting from the separation from Mahaprabhu only by his mercy. Thus, they were able to pass their lives in the service of Lord Krishna. Sheshakhande Nityananda Chaitanya Danda Bhangi Lena Balarama Parama Prachanda. Nantakanda, the most powerful Nityananda Ram, breaks Chaitanya's sannyas danda. According to Vedic injunctions, those who accept the fourth order of life are supposed to carry the danda. In accordance with those injunctions, only the three danda was accepted in ancient times. Then later on, three danda were combined together and the system of Ekadanda was introduced. The system of Ekadanda is accepted as prescribed activity by the followers of Advaita Prabhu, Advaitavada. In addition of the Jiva Danda, with the three danda is accepted by the followers of philosophies of Shuddha Advaita, purified oneness, Vishishta Advaita, specific monism, Dvaita Advaita, simultaneous oneness and difference. Whenever the philosophy of Shuddha Advaita is converted into that of Vishishta Advaita or monism, the acceptance of Tridanda is replaced with acceptance of Ekadanda. Among the names of Vedic Tridandi sannyasis, the 10 principal names have been reserved by the monists. Of those 10 names, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu purified the Bharati branch of the Shankara Sampradaya. Later on, Nityananda Prabhu broke Sriman Mahaprabhu's Ekadanda, which is a symbol of subordination to the Shankara Sampradaya, and threw it in the ocean. By so doing, Nityananda Prabhu showed the whole world that only acceptance of Tridanda, not Ekadanda, is favorable for devotional service. So Tridanda Ekadanda. Tridanda means Karmana Manasaha Vachaha. That is Tridanda. Which Vaishnava sannyasis, they have this Tridanda carrying with them. Ekadanda is Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi. I am you, you are me. So that is Mayavad philosophy. So when from Keshav Bharati, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the sannyas, he took this Ekadanda which Nityananda Prabhu could not tolerate. What he did, he just threw it. And the different philosophies which has been mentioned, Shuddha Advaita, that is Rudra Sampradaya, purified oneness, Vishishta Advaita, that is Ramanuja's Sri Vaishnava philosophy, that is specific monism, Dvaita Advaita, that is Nimbarkis. Here also oneness has been said, but which oneness? It is a purified oneness, specified oneness, and simultaneously oneness and difference. So these are all Vaishnava philosophies. But when it comes to the monism or the oneness which has been described by the Mayavadis, that oneness is trying to become one with God, that is trying to establish that he is also God. So that is why Nityananda Prabhu broke the sannyas and then threw it in the ocean. Sheshakande Gaurachandraha Gya Nalachale Abanare Lukti Lukai Rahila Kutuhale. In the Antakanda, Lord Gaurachandra arrives in Nilachal and hides himself. Nilachal is also called the Shri Kshetra of Purushottam Kshetra. Sundarachala mountain is situated near Nilachal. The word Achala means mountain. On the 1st and the 2nd and the 3rd of April, we are going to Nilachal. That is Purushottam Kshetra. We are taking our architect with us to make him, we want him to see the different art of Jagannath Kshetra, Purushottam Kshetra, Puri Kshetra, Jagannath Kshetra, because Jagannath temple is going to come. So we are trying to have some replica similar to Jagannath Puri. Sarvabhauma Pratiyage Puri Parihasa Sheshe Sarvabhaumaira Shadbhuja Prakasha. So in Antakanda we find a Leela where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teases Sarvabhautacharya, and later he displaces his six-armed form to him. So Sharirik Bhashya is actually propounded by the mental speculators. And this Sharirik Bhashya which has been given by Adi Shankaracharya is a subject of laughter. Mahaprabhu, when he hears this commentary from Vasudeva Sarvabhauma, was a god brother of the Lord's grandfather Nilambar Chakravarti. And the Lord then teased him in the manner of a mischievous child. So he is a contemporary to his grandfather, he is a god brother. So naturally, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is grandson. So he then teased like a child, like a mischievous child. Later, however, Lord showed him his six-armed form, endowed with the two hands of Rama, two hands of Krishna, two hands of Gaura. He is only Gaura, he is only Jagannatha, he is only Krishna. Vasudeva Sarvabhauma was a famous logician and Vedantist of Navadipa. In the last stage of his life, he went to Purushottam with his wife and lived there as a Kshetra sannyasi. He was the son of Maheshwar Visharada and brother-in-law of Gopinath Bhattacharya. Sheshakhande Prataparudrera Paritrana Kashi Mishra Grahite Karila Adishthana. So in the Antakhanda, We have this pastime of Prataprudra, Maharaj Prataprudra. He delivers Maharaj Prataprudra and resides in the house of Kashi Mishra. Maharaj Prataprudra was the king of Utkala, Odisha, and belonged to the Ganga dynasty. The Lord freed him from material life and brought him into the kingdom of Krishna's worship. The family priest of this emperor was Kashi Mishra, and it was in his house that Lord used to live. The house of Kashi Mishra is situated between the temple of Jagannath and the house and the ocean. Kashi Mishra's house, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So here we'll stop the topic, and evening will continue with Gaur Leela. So don't miss the class. It will be there in the Zoom also. And I request devotees to come and participate. Any questions you can ask. And today you can bring bhogas for Gaur Sundar. Tomorrow is a festival, that is Jagannath Mishra festival in the morning. Again, we'll have a lot of bhogas accepted. If you are not able to bring also tomorrow, that's okay. The lot of prasadam will be distributed also, and yajna is there. Main is yajna. Don't miss this yajna. Festivals should be enjoyed. Festivals should never be missed. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा माता जी, धन्यवाद प्रणाम।
धन्यवाद माता जी।
माता जी भोगास कैसे रखेंगे? मिट्टी के पॉट में? तो
मिट्टी का पॉट होगा तो बहुत ही अच्छा। मिट्टी के पॉट को आप छोटे छोटे मिट्टी के पॉट ले सकते हैं। 200 ग्राम, आधा किलो का आता है ना, वो ले सकते हैं। उसको डुबा के रखना पड़ेगा, तब उसका गेरू का कलर निकल जाता है। मिट्टी के पॉट में रहेंगे तो महाप्रभु और भी खुश हो जाते हैं। मिट्टी के पॉट के साथ उनका बहुत सारी लीलाएं भी हुए हैं। माधवेंद्रपुरी के साथ हुआ है, बहुत सारी लीलाएं मिट्टी के पॉट में है। और उसी मिट्टी के पॉट को आप भक्तों को दे सकते हैं, जो अपने अपने घरों में उन्हें रख सकते हैं। और एक अच्छा सा चादर लेके आना है, जो आपको टेबल में डालना है। और कवर करने के लिए भी, क्योंकि ओपन ग्राउंड में है, ज्यादा व्यवस्था वहां नहीं है, तो आप सब लोग व्यवस्था कर दीजिए। या कवर करने के लिए, कवर करके खिलाने के लिए चादर होना चाहिए। नीचे बिछाने के लिए उनको धोती होनी चाहिए। जब भोग आता रहेगा तो उसको क्लोज करके रखिए। लेने वाला भी ज्यादा उसके अंदर दृष्टिपात न करे। तो अच्छी तरह से व्यवस्था।
एल्यूमिनियम फॉइल से कवर कर देंगे मिट्टी के पॉट।
फॉइल से कर सकते हैं, और उसके ऊपर एक वापस एक थोड़ा सा धोती डाल सकते हैं। कल्याण से कितना भोगा आ रहा है, माया माता जी, जंजीरे माता जी, वर्क ऑन इट। आज का जो भी भोगा होगा, आप शेंगदाने का कुछ ना कुछ बना सकते हो। उपवास का भोगा होगा, साबुदाने का कुछ ना कुछ बना सकते हो। और व्हाट यू कॉल हलवास, जैसे दूधी हो गया, गाजर हो गया, ड्राई फ्रूट्स का बहुत सारे बना सकते हैं। तो ऐसे वैरायटी भोगास बनाइए, जो आप अच्छे से छोटे छोटे पॉट्स में फिलअप करके उसको सिल्वर फॉइल में रख सकते हैं। और जब आप वितरण करेंगे तो सबको मिक्स नहीं करना। हम सर्वम खलिदम ब्रह्मन का फिलॉसफी नहीं रखते हैं। आप एक एक पॉट को खत्म होते 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 लेट इट गो। सबको मिक्स मत करो, उसको एकदम बेकार करो मत। गीला अवॉइड करिए, गीला दही का, दूध का, वो सब अवॉइड करिए। सूखा भोगा को रखेंगे। और जो अन्य स्थानों से आते हैं उनके हाथों में सूखा भोगा देने का प्रयास करिए, ताकि वो अपने अपने स्थानों में जो भक्त नहीं आ पाए उनको दे सकते हैं।
और मिट्टी का पॉट माता जी अगर उतना नहीं रहे तो बाद में पत्तल में भी छोटा छोटा जो दोना है उसमें भी रख सकते हैं।
कर सकते हैं। हरे कृष्णा। और सब लोग थोड़ा जल्दी आ जाइए, लेट मत करिए, क्योंकि वहां सब, ये तो ओपन ग्राउंड है, ज्यादा लेट नहीं करिए। सब भक्तों से यही निवेदन है, आप सबसे बात करिए माता जी। 5:30 5:45 सब भक्त वहां आकर तैयारी चालू कर दीजिए। 5:30 ही चालू करिए। रानी प्रभु सब 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 जो भी अभी इस ग्रुप में है और जो अन्य भक्त नहीं आ पाए, सबको फोन करिए, ठीक है। हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्ण।
अरुणा माता जी इज देयर टुडे। हरि बोल।